Hey, good morning, y'all. Welcome to Experiencing God Day by Day Devotional Reading by Henry and Richard Blackaby. Today is Sunday, July 21st, 2024. It's a beautiful day, y'all. Extremely beautiful day today. Sometimes we just have to sit. Sit and think about things. Sit and think about things together. It's not easy, y'all. Sometimes we have times and seasons and moments, minutes and hours and days of contemplation. It's a confession, y'all. Confession time. I've been in a season in this recent past as I've been wanting to go deeper. And since with all my heart I believe that God initiates everything good for me, everything good for you, everything good for this world, anything that good that comes out of anything that's lasting, I believe God initiates it, and I believe that God's given the gift to His children, the knowledge of that, the revelation of that. And sometimes it's not easy, y'all. I want to go deeper, right? Well, how bad do you want to go deeper? My papa says, how bad do you want to go deeper? Right? I want to go deeper. Well, how do I do that, Papa? Who do I call? What sort of resources do you want me to dive into? Do you want me to take some classes, go to seminary? Do you want me to take some missionary classes? What would you like me to do? Gets to a point sometimes, y'all, that sometimes, this time in general, this time in particular, that it hurts. Because I know that He's there. And I know that He's still speaking to me in the whole works. But how bad do you want to go deeper? So Thomas, we're at this place right now. We're at this particular juncture in our relationship. like any other relationship, right? How important is this relationship to you? And you kind of can sense where this is going. You know, the Old Testament says, as for me and my house, I will serve. We're going to serve the Lord. Well, how bad? I mean, you've been fumbling around, Thomas. I'm talking to myself, with a lot of different things. There have been things you put before me, and things that you kind of gone back and forth with. I know that you love me with everything that I've given you to love me, but there are certain things that you're holding on to. There's certain things that, in order to go deeper, those things have to be put to rest. And so, this morning when I was late, and actually it started last night, so when I got back into town, but it started really last night as I'm sitting in my chair getting ready to go to bed. It's like, okay, how's this gonna play out? Am I gonna have a restful sleep tonight, or am I gonna be kind of tossing and turning like I did the night before? Am I resisting God's peace? Right? Am I fighting with some demons that know that it's getting close to the end of the road? Am I fighting to hold on to some things that need to be, again, put to rest before I can go deeper? How does it look? For the first time in a long time, I'm having some growing pains. And very, very uncomfortable feeling to have. I know in the end, the Lord is going to have His way. I want that too. With everything that I have right now, everything that He's given me, I want what He wants. I desire what He desires. But I can't, in my own strength, do away with those things that He is asking for. I can't do that on my own strength. As much as Thomas wants to, right? And well, Thomas doesn't really want to. This part of Thomas doesn't want to, but the Thomas that belongs to Jesus does. And it's at war with each other. Luke chapter 7, Paul talks about, I do the things that I don't want to do. Yeah, I've got my mindset that I don't want to do these things, but yeah, my flesh still does them. Like, I have no control over those things. And it's frustrating as all get out. And, but I know, but it's painful. It's like I don't want to sleep all day. I don't want to make myself a hermit, even though my flesh is telling me, just stay in bed all day. Stay away from people. Just don't answer phone calls. Don't answer text messages. Just stew in it, right? Even after recording this thing, I'm like, man, what do I do? It's like, man, I got some time before I meet up with Joshua this morning, and so my flesh is saying, no, don't. Why? What good's it gonna do? Greater is He that is in me than he who is in the world. And so the Lord's going to get his way regardless. And I'm all the better for it. My heart truly, truly loves and truly, truly hurts for Jesus. Truly hurts for my brothers and sisters out there. And that hurt is a love hurt. It loves the love that he is giving me, that is, as my buddy Devon shared the other day, everything is overflow. So all the love that I have in me is overflow. I don't deserve any of it. The flesh doesn't deserve any of it. And so it's going to win over. His love's going to win over regardless. But it's a difficult place to be as we're being pruned, as we're being refined, as we're being sifted. There's things in our lives that we tend to hold on to as a last resource, as a just in case of emergency break glass. But Jesus is all that we need. Jesus keeps telling us, you don't need to hold on to that stuff anymore. You're delaying what I have for you. And even though God's not bound by time, and his children, once they walk according to the Spirit, they're not bound by time either. But we're limited in these fleshly bodies, and the work that he has for us on the earth, in this world, gets delayed the longer that we hold on to things. Now, my thought automatically goes that it's all his perfect timing, right? But what can I do other than cry out, other than wait? I can't hand over what he's asking me to hand over in my own strength. And so, instead of reading the devotion this morning in this particular video, this is what he's called me to do. He's called me to share my struggles with y'all. So for one, you can join in with, for one, you can relate. We can relate with each other. You're not alone in the struggles that you have, especially those that have truly surrendered their hearts to Christ, and the fruit of the Spirit is evident in their lives. It's undeniable who you serve. It's those hidden things, those things that are behind closed doors. It's those thoughts that you have. It's those thoughts in the back of your heart that other people don't get a chance to see, that the Lord is trying to pluck out of us. But he had me record this video not only to be relatable to you, but also to join in me with prayer. Not only joining me in prayer about where I'm at, but where you're at as well. The Bible says that when two or more come into agreement in my name, it shall come to pass. I'd have to look up the scripture for that, but two of his children come into agreement, as long as it's according to his will happen. And so I guess that's part of my my plea to y'all, is that I want to go deeper. I know that's the junction that I'm at right now. I'm at that place. Okay, now I'm here. If you're in California, call it the Four Corners. You're either gonna go to Vegas, you're gonna go to Barstow. I mean, you're in Barstow, you're gonna go somewhere, right? You're at that place. It's not at the crossroads per se. This is where you're at. But you've got this this trailer filled with stuff. You've got this U-Haul filled with stuff. You've got this train filled with stuff. In order to get over this hill, in order to get over, you've got that far to go. In order to get over that, you got to let go of all this, or at least a portion of this, so I can take you to the next step, so I can level you up, so we can go deeper with this. But I'm not going to bless you with the opportunity to go deeper without giving me something in return. We serve an unconditional God, but when it comes to ministry, right, He wants to make sure that His children are continually being sanctified, continually being purified. We can't go deeper in ministry without being purified, without being pruned, without letting go of things that we're holding on to. It doesn't make us effective servants. Meaning that when you go deeper, more eyes are going to be on you. You're going to be held at a different standard, and you're going to be accountable for those things on Judgment Day. Much worse. It's just like what the Bible says, is that anyone who leads one of my children astray, it'd be better for Sodom and Gomorrah than for that particular person. That means that if we're still dabbling in things of this world, we're still having worldly thoughts, we're still giving in to the flesh on a I'm going to say on a consistent basis. Doesn't necessarily have to be consistent, but you're still holding that over here. Is like, okay, well, if this day gets this bad, then this is going to happen. Or if it gets a little bit too thick, and I feel like I deserve something more in this world, then I have this to go to. The Lord said, no, it's either me or not. Me. You want to go to the next step, it's me. So if you truly want to go to the next step, let me help you get to the next step. Let me help you rid yourself of your carnal need for this or that. So that's where I'm at, y'all. We're about 18 minutes in, 19 minutes in. This is a little bit different. This is more of a confession / I know some of y'all out there relate to where I'm at, but I'm at that junction in my life where my life, period, because Jesus is my life, but I'm in that place in my ministry life that I want to go deeper, but I need some help in prayer in this area, y'all. So that's what I'm asking y'all for. And I appreciate it, because I know y'all will. Because you know that I love you. I truly, truly do. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.